we're going to see if we can turn this triangle using our imagination into lots of different things. So I might say, this is not a triangle. It is my sharp, dangerous shark fin. Da-na-na-na.
Object transformation is a theater game that asks participants to use their imagination and pantomime skills. Drama-based instruction adapts this game into an activity called This Is Nada, ...
When I'm teaching This Is Nada, I usually model the activity first. It's really important that you set up how the students should be participating in the activity.
What did I do that let you know what this triangle had been turned into?
You showed it by putting the triangle on top of your head.
So I used my body and put it
Yeah.
on top of my head. What else did I do? I acted like a shark. How did I act like a shark?
You made the noise.
I made the noise. I sang that song that we associate with shark.
You are asking the students to take that object and then imagine that it's something else. And you want to encourage them to really use those theater skills. They really want to use their facial expressions and they really want to use their bodies to emphasize the different elements of the object.
This is not a triangle, it's a boomerang.
Excellent.
This is not a triangle, this is a hat.
When you're doing this activity with really young students, you want to remember that they're very concrete thinkers.
Okay, I will start. This is not a cylinder. It is a telescope. Oh, okay.
This is not a cylinder, this is a carrot. This is not a cylinder, this is a cannon.
When students are playing This Is Nada, they're really using critical thinking skills.
Now that we've used this triangle using our words to talk about what it's going to be, we're going to see if we can use just actions and sounds without telling everyone. We're going to see how well we can use our faces and our voices to give sounds and context clues so that people can guess what and understand what this triangle is just from the supporting details we give.
This is not a triangle, this is a...
When you ask another student to say, what context clues did you see that actor using to help create that idea, they can really think about, okay, well, what were those supporting details? How were they using their body? How are they using their voice, their facial expressions, their imagination to help the audience understand what they were trying to communicate?
Excellent. So does anyone have a guess what our triangle is right now?
An eye patch.
An eye patch. Whose eye patch do you think it might be?
Pirate.
A pirate. How did she show us that she was being a pirate with an eye patch?
She held it close to her eye.
She held it close to her eye. She made a sound and made her pirate hook. That was great using our body and our voice to show what that is.
One of the things to know about playing this game really successfully is that it's okay if you're doing the same thing as someone else. And I really like to let my students know that because each of us is going to act out this activity or this object in a different way.
This is not a triangle, this is a...
Do you have a noise that might go with that? Can you try it again with a noise? Excellent. So we're going to continue to look for specific context clues as we move into our writing assignment that will help us figure out what the main idea is.
They do a great job with it. They're very creative. They think outside the box and they really enjoy it. It also lends to them listening to other people's ideas and saying, oh, wow, I didn't think about that.